anymore. So what is it now?
I guess I'll put that on.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I can make this a prop. I'm gonna work on that in the meantime because we have to talk about Immortals.
Just a trickster.
Last time
Okay.
we saw them, they had a really great early game versus 100 Thieves, and that had a lot
All right,
to
bro.
do not just with the jungler, but a whole different kind of zone or feeling around them in the first portion of the game.
Yeah, they were killing Someday a lot in the top lane with the Cho'Gath.
Most played, Senna. I mean, I guess he's playing a lot of other stuff as well. He's trying like a bunch of different ADs to split, but he has a lot of games played overall, so he has 200 games played, and his most played is Senna, and his highest win percentage out of, well, I guess Draven is slightly higher, but like one of his highest win percentage picks is the Senna. And I think that it's a type of thing where since they've played it and they've had such good success with it in LCS, now they're kind of just deciding like, hey, like, time to practice some other shit because we're probably not going to get Senna forever. Like, I like seeing this out of a player, dude. All these games don't look clean as fuck. It's not like he's smurfing every fucking game, but he's learning a new role and he's putting in the fucking games. That's what you're supposed to do. I respect that shit.
Yeah, I think the Smithy popping off and having his early game plan is like a big win.
Penguin Weiner. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Welcome.
For them, there is still the aspect of, well, if Smithy is going to be having
Check
to
double
versus
lift?
someone else,
Okay.
all of this on his back. Yeah, he's got a lot of titles and everything, but that's a very narrow win condition to put the team on.
Well, I think, yeah, until we see something out of this.
What's his thing? Is it just double lift?
There's no like big star player. I think even like Zabatine kind of mentioned it. Doesn't really believe in it, and I think the roster doesn't have it yet. So it's
Yeah, look at this. Look, compare it to this.
Who's gonna be your trump card? And I think Smithy's
Like, you've played some Senna, bro, but it is your lowest win rate champion by far. Out of all the champions that you've played more than 10 games on, it's the only one. It's 10 percentage points lower than any other champion, and that's like with the most sample size. Like, bro, this is just, dude, you got to put more games in on the champion. That's it. You got to put more games in. You have to put more games in.
Seems like on the side of
And get ready to play Senna. Look, dude, look at the solo queue. Where's he play? Where's the Senna games? Ah, you played one game 4 days ago. You played one game 4 days ago, went 1-4-3, and then you're like, all right, we're solid on the champion. We're never playing it again. Like, what the fuck? See the one right before that. Where's the next Senna game? Oh, 2-4-4. The last Senna game you played before that. And you took press the attack on Senna because you just want to be, okay, maybe you forgot to change your runes. Maybe I can give you benefit of the doubt you forgot to change your runes. Or maybe you just want to play Dark Harvest / press the attack Senna and you just hate Glacial Augment. I don't fucking know. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. Let's say you just forgot to change your runes. Either way, man. Like, either way, like, this is not at a double lift level. You are expected to be the best AD carry in the entire league. If you're trying really hard and that just isn't the reality anymore, I'm completely okay with this. I don't think he's trying his best to learn Senna. I think that his ego is getting in the way of him learning a team champion. And the thing that signaled that to me is just the way that he addressed Senna in the interview. He's like, oh, I don't want to play doggy ADs for my team. It's like, dude, what the fuck? You don't have faith in your teammates to carry? If you're playing a supportive champion? Like, everyone's got to play supportive champions every now and then, bro. I had to play Nunu in LCS. What the fuck? Nunu was good. I had to play it. Like, that's just what it is. All right, CLG versus IMT. So, my pick for this game is probably going to be... My pick this game is going to be CLG. I'll say mine now. This will be pre-draft, and you guys can get the little advantage. Who will win? CLG versus IMT. All right. So my vote's going to be CLG. How much is Sven playing? I have no idea. I'm voting CLG. Why am I voting CLG? Because they're starting to get their shit together, and then also, like, I just think that overall Immortals, like, is I think it's like kind of a coin flip matchup, but I think that CLG should match up well into a team like Immortals because they should have better coordination, and hopefully they don't get rolled over in like the early lane phase of the game.
On that Aphelios game, Aphelios is banned, Zaya's taken, falls to MF, which he played 2 hours ago on this stage in Academy, so he's warmed up on it, and he had a good game there, so...
So, if I was Immortals, I would ban Leona in the ban phase. So they're going to take Rakan here. Immortals has to take Rakan. But the only reason they haven't picked yet is they're still talking about their bans for their ban phase here. So they're going to take Rakan, and then they're going to hopefully ban Leona because Leona is good. Okay, I don't like this pick at all because now Counter Logic Gaming can just ban the Rakan. So CLG is definitely going to ban Rakan here. And Immortals should probably ban Leona, I would assume. And they should probably also ban Soraka. I think they should ban Soraka and probably Rakan. And Leona, sorry. And CLG has to ban Rakan. So the Zoe ban, that's kind of interesting. I think that's okay. If you want to ban the Zoe, that's fine. You have to at least ban Soraka here, though, in my opinion. No, it's Ornn support. I mean, maybe the Ornn could be flexed. Yeah, I know Ornn could potentially go support, but normally Xayah without Rakan is just a completely like worthless champion in the meta. That's pretty much how every AD player that I've talked to this season, like even I think Upset when I had him on the Crackdown was like, yeah, you only play Xayah with Rakan right now. You don't play Xayah without Rakan. Like he was flaming Forgiven for playing Xayah without Rakan before as well. So CLG, you should ban Rakan here, man. Please just ban Rakan. Please ban Rakan.
So many, I don't think there's one absolute must ban, and generally speaking, Xayah is only really
There's an absolute must ban. It's Rakan. Yeah, there's an absolute must ban, Azael, bro. What are you talking about? You have to ban the Rakan.
I wouldn't ban Militants anyway because he'll just play Ornn. Like if you had 17 bans and you ban like Orianna, LeBlanc, Zoe, whatever, it's like that's fine. I'm just gonna play Ornn, like whatever. So I was just go play some more Cho'Gath or who cares.
So there's the Rakan ban.
Gonna come through as the next
So Nautilus Xayah. This is the exact lane that this is the exact lane that they were flaming. So I think it's gonna be Leona from CLG, and
then let that Ornn pick the matchup. We know Rumble's likely to be mid here for Crown.
I guess it's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know if it's a Soraka here. I don't know if it's a Soraka. Maybe you don't want to play Soraka into this. Maybe the dive from Elise is too scary. It's definitely Leona, though. So there's the Leona. And it could potentially be a mid lane blind pick. It could be a Syndra here. I could see a Syndra coming through. I don't think you take the Soraka here. Based off team comp, I don't really think you have enough damage to go with the Soraka. So I think that you're going most likely with Syndra. I would assume it would be Syndra blind from CLG. Aatrox. Oh, so they're doing they are doing the Rumble mid. I'm not sure if I like this team comp that much. I mean, I guess Rumble is a really good magic damage dealer for the whole team. But I think that like Rumble, Syndra, Lee Sin, MF, you have 2 AD sources, 2 AP sources. I feel like that's normally like a really solid team comp. But also Crown, I guess Crown looked pretty bad on Syndra, so maybe that's not as much of a power pick. I feel like if this was TSM, that'd be a Syndra 100%. Azir for Ica. I mean, I think post-draft, I think CLG won this draft. Yeah, I think CLG won this draft hard, man. Triple AP topside, I think is garbage. Like, this is a hard win from CLG, in my opinion. Yeah, this is. I think CLG hard won this draft. Hard won it. Xayah without Rakan, triple AP topside, which makes it so easy for the Aatrox to itemize, right? Like, Aatrox can just go Merc Treads early and take MR runes, and then he's pretty much just unkillable. Both these comps are so bad? No, this comp isn't that bad. Why is this comp so bad? The only thing that you could say is that it's too magic or too AD heavy over here, but I would way rather have an AD heavy team comp than a fucking AP heavy team comp like this. I think anytime you draft triple AP topside like this, it's really doomed for you. So wait, what was the result of the poll? I actually didn't see the result of the poll. Can one of the mods that was here tell me what the result of the poll was? I think chat thought IMT was gonna win, and I thought CLG was gonna win beforehand. Any argument for the issue of how low range CLG is? Well, I mean, I think that they have engage tools, right? They have Leona, they have Lee Sin, they can flank with Aatrox. IMT, okay, so chat thinks IMT, I think CLG, and I think CLG won the draft as well. Ornn is mixed damage. It's mixed damage, but like the Ornn's, yeah, the brittle stacks, and so early game, if you max Q on Ornn, that's your physical damage. So the Q and the E are physical damage, but as the game goes on with Ornn, your main damage is going to come from your W and your brittle procs from your ultimate and your W. So as the game goes on, it becomes more and more magic damage heavy. Also, like you go Sunfire, which is magic damage, Abyssal, which is magic damage. Yeah.
One of the immediate things I'm looking to is I'm very surprised by the barrier on Rumble here for Crown. That is not something I've really.
Oh, he went barrier on Rumble. What? Normally you see people take normally people like you see people take Ignite on Rumble mid. Oh, man. What is Wiggly doing?
That's gonna be a lot of damage.
W over the wall.
Has to learn and throw down
That's
the
fine.
ward. Now, Lee Sin's pretty often learned W level
Yeah,
1.
you get W level 1 with Lee Sin anyway. The only problem is that he doesn't have a ward. And that kind of sucks for ganking because if you don't have a ward, normally it's like hard for you to get into certain situations.
You know, generally, if you're going to go defensive summoner,
You revealed your vote so people trolled and did the opposite? No, normally if I reveal my vote, chat agrees with me.
but that being said, barrier
Yeah, I don't know. I think CLG has a better team comp here.
defensive summoner, you know, it's going to absorb more damage than heal would heal you for, so that can be quite nice. And if you're looking at a
I don't like the barrier though for Rumble.
scrap shield and
I don't like the summoner spell choice.
how much you can really absorb. One of the recent nerfs though to Rumble was that rank
Look at Jensen's tweet.
nerf quite heavily, and that is the last skill you actually do level up.
Yeah.
Which means you're kind of sitting on that nerf scrap shield. I believe it was about 20 less shielding.
But I believe that nerfs the next patch. That's 10.3,
Oh, I
right?
thought that was already in.
I have actually kind of forgotten because the patch was like 13 days ago at this point.
Okay, so I could be wrong.
Wait, so you said LS disagreed? LS thinks that IMT outdrafted here?
Really big deal. Obviously.
Someone will let
I would actually like to talk to LS about this.
That's the 10-3 change. Regardless, though, we've got bot lane early push here for the Immortal squad. Hakuo doesn't want to look for the Q. He'd be practically next to the turret, and it'd be pretty easy trade back. You can see Smoothie sits in front, says, "I will be the one."
Are you forgetting that Ornn is a 1v10 champ? I mean, Ornn helps your scaling as a team, for sure. It's definitely a strength of the champion. And it can pretty much 50-50 every lane.
push here. But that being said,
LS hates Aatrox.
felt there is potential.
I mean, I just don't see how like IMT's draft is good.
And we are going to see them take this
They have good range on Azir. That's like the only argument, and I guess front to back. If it's like pure front to back late game, they win because they have two tanks in front of Azir and Ornn.
that the Krugs are actually up with his ward that he did place there. You can see both these camps have been warded.
Call LS. Well, I don't want to call him in the middle of the game unless like
No is gone.
he's down to talk about it. I would want to
And as soon as Wiggly goes anywhere down
fucking like try to organize that in the middle of the game. I have him on Discord though.
the information of where he will be.
Good stuff then. We'll see if the Lee Sin can get anything done at all then, or if it's going to be a farm fest. Of note, Ruin has the highest jungle proximity of all
These
top laners.
two teams are probably the worst at drafting. I don't think that CLG's draft is that bad. What part of the CLG draft do you not like? Just the Aatrox? I mean, I think Aatrox is pretty high priority in every region right now. So I don't really think that it's a bad draft from them.
Both teams kind of just
Rumble is super OP.
both these camps were
So that's like a really common pick. People have been playing a lot of Rumble mid. It's also a flex pick and could potentially go top in a lot of matchups. Lee Sin, really strong jungler overall. Leona MF, really nice combo there.
worth very little experience as far as the total.
I mean, him going barrier on Rumble it doesn't have anything to do with the draft though. You can't be like, oh well, IMT outdrafted because Rumble went a troll summoner. And this is what CLG Crown actually fucked up really bad in the first game was he was playing to the opposite side of the lane, where his jungler was. So his jungler was top side and he was playing bot side. But this time he's actually smart. He was playing to the top side when his jungler was there, so he didn't just into free kill to Elise level 3 when he knew where the Elise was. Cool.
And maybe he can cut him off at Krugs.
Yeah, we'll see if he does catch him there. I think kind of
LS says the draft is really, really close.
if he was a little bit later, Wiggly likely would have started that.
Yeah,
camp.
I mean, I'm not like fucking mad at LS for having a different opinion than me, but I would just like want to like hear in depth like why,
Really spot him on the way over
yeah,
there.
just like why he believes CLG's draft to be worse.
Knows Elise's bottom side.
Also, I don't think Azir is very good in the meta right now. I've not seen
One, so it is
good stuff out of Azir so far.
field, and Crown feels comfortable here. Does have the CS deficit. I think that's kind of expected on the matchup.
It's probably the worst two mids in LCS. You're underrating how bad Ryoma has been.
But he can overheats again. Decent damage. Oh, that's actually the first.
See, like, dude, this is why.
Aika, you're gonna get punched again. Has to burn the.
What? Kill him, Crown! Crown! He has no barrier! What are you doing, dude? Just kill him! Just kill him, dude! It's not a bait! It's not a bait! He's actually that bad! I know, dude! I know it doesn't look like it should be a kill. It doesn't look like it should be a kill, but it is! It is a kill! That's a kill! Take the fucking kill! Just walk into the turn and Q him! Come on, man!
If he had ignited, would have been a free kill. Even
That's a fucking kill.
I think that should
I hate seeing somebody not go for that
Well,
shit.
at the very least, it's a recall and it relieves some lane pressure. But yeah, that could have been so much bigger in the mid lane.
Like,
Crown
what the
having
fuck,
some
dude?
troubles this year.
What the
Just
fuck?
to win in the laning phase.
How do you not take that kill, bro?
make good on that.
And Loco's telling me Crown is the best mid laner in LCS, bro. What the fuck? How do you not take that kill?
You will be able to call up Smoothie and try to make a three-man play, try to get something done there.
I don't know if he just didn't realize that maybe he just didn't realize that Ica had TP. I'm trying to find an excuse for him. Why would he not take that kill?
Right now it's back to farming for the jungler. Cirrus Ruins trying to shove in top side and has it.
Like, what would the logic be for not killing?
They get close yet again. These aren't going to be too big of issues. And here comes the Q. Here comes W. Look at all that beautiful AoE damage. Slam.
Yeah, nicely cleared out there, and see if we can use back up to actually get the rest. Only missed one, so really
I'm like so dumbfounded by that. I'm so fucking dumbfounded.
dead even here with Ruin. We knew that Wiggly was playing a lot on that top side of the map because of the wording of the
Like, you're telling me if that was a
Warren can sometimes get an advantage in the
you're telling me if that was Perks, right?
credit to SOAS for
Let's say that was Perks playing Rumble. You're telling me Perks is not taking that solo kill? You think Perks is backing off there?
Gonna get caught now by See some mid lane pressure.
He's taking that kill 100 times out of 100. Did he overheat? Yeah, bro. What do you mean? He overheated.
very defensive setup here.
He overheated, but he was already out of the overheat by the end of it. So he still had abilities to cast spells. He could have queued. He could have flashed. Like, come on.
And look for a bit of a play here. I think Immortals
Dude, Perks is fucking killing that motherfucker in lane.
CLG may want to try to capitalize on that flash being down, so they were trying to be in that area.
Uh-oh. Crown?
Oh, now he burns his own flash by face checking Hakuo, and oh, now that mid difference has gone entirely. The TP was burned to get the minions back for Ica, and yeah, he's still up about a win.
Perks would have missed the harpoon. I mean, Perks would just make sure he gets the kill there.
What that would look like with the kill.
He's just taking it.
But end of the day, that's the game state we're in. 600 gold lead for CLG overall. Gigantic lead in the bottom.
Perks would be up in Ica's turret, spanking his ass back to the LFL. That's what would be happening.
Hakuo having a pretty weak laning phase.
Smoothie's engaged there is pretty bad, by the way. Him Eing the at least when there's zero follow-up and he wastes his aftershock,
He's gonna look really good against Kazir.
Yeah, it's
it's not good to do that normally.
by Wiggly.
Like, you can get turned on and shit.
Leads me to believe was not an intentional donation of that blue buff.
Counting.
6A gonna be happy to receive it nonetheless.
This Drake is gonna go over. We can take the last hit here. Extra
I'm so triggered, actually.
XP.
Dude, that was one thing. I was like, how can you be, like,
Grabs that one.
I was thinking about that recently because I saw LS get really triggered, and I was like, how could you be that triggered? And now I'm just, like, equally triggered or more triggered. It's just so easy to get triggered watching LCS, bro.
A lot more as the MF. You don't have to worry too much about that. So should give them a bit of an edge there and help them to maintain the advantage that they've already created for themselves.
Yep. Here comes the Q spam. Hakuo takes one of them. He's coming up in a second. He's gonna drop that one down as well and just keep the spells going. Should feel comfortable for the next minute and a half or so.
Yeah, so not too much time until Ica has that flash.
LS had the same reaction I did to what? To the not taking the kill?
And
Like, I could just trolled, right? Like, I could just griefed hard, so you just kill him for griefing.
now has been gained from that.
Man, Ica's so bad.
Could have been a solo kill.
It makes no sense. I was actually talking to DeMonte yesterday. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna flame Ica hard enough that you get a job. Because it's ridiculous that a player like DeMonte... Oh, okay.
Ignite is on Hakuo. Should die.
Okay.
Makes it happen.
Good shit. Sticks... Okay, so, before this, remember when people were like, oh, Stix A is worse than Double Lift this split? No.
This level 6
Cut that shit off. That's not happening. That is not... No. Double Lift has been way worse than 6A so far.
but they are going to be able to grab this kill.
Double Lift is bottom 2. 80 carries.
Down for CLG, so
Right now.
full vision of this.
In LCS.
Pretty
I know it sounds crazy to say,
play does follow.
but it is what it is.
It was a well buffered hook from Hakuo, but then flash to follow. The ignite goes down. Ultimate to be able to finish that off. So
But,
a little bit of an overextend.
yeah, I mean, they're just winning lane, bro. Like, what do you want from him, bro? Like, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's not like a fucking insane play or anything, but there's a difference between getting shit on in lane and just getting, like, yeah.
Fight, but Smithy goes the other way around, so no dodge.
I don't know what's happening here.
There in time anyway, but can he bait more of the fight? That's the second Q down. Gets
Ruin's smart here.
and Ruin.
I like how Ruin was disciplined there and knew that he was getting baited. That was smart. That was smart. I haven't seen that out of Ruin so far this split.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where when all of a sudden
They just got to be careful now, though.
playing fairly passively starts trying to aggressively shove in the wave, you're like, it might be getting dove, right? So Ruin tries to clear out the wave, tries to contest for that, and
Good.
as a result,
Intelligent.
had used the
I like it.
ultimate early, he would have just died straight up in a continued 1v1. This is a dangerous
FBI and Double Lift are the worst 280 carries in LCS so far based on performance. I'm not saying that he's going to be... I'm not saying Double Lift is going to end up at the end of the split being one of the worst too. I'm saying in the 6 games I've watched of him, there's been no 80 carry that's performed as bad as he has, besides for FBI in most of the games. So like FBI had been performing pretty bad, but last game he outperformed Double Lift as well. So like I don't know what to say. Like, there's an argument to be made that Double Lift is the worst performing 80 carry in LCS so far.
out in
Like there's an argument to be made for that.
6A very rich in this game, 700 gold ahead of that next.
Who's the best AD carry so far? I mean, it's Sven by far. And I think Kabi's second, and I think Johnson's third right now. That's how I'd rank them.
Fairly close game.
I think Johnson has been playing exceptionally well.
100 gold lead for CLG. That's, I mean, mountains above what they typically are in the early game.
And he has the best support, and Core JJ is really informed, dude. He's like tryharding in solo queue. He was rank 1 like a week ago. He's been putting in a ton of fucking games. And when you're looking at the bot lane, right, like you can interpret who's making the misplays. Like, Core's playing the lanes fine. He's not like misplaying and Doublelift's dying as a result, which can happen, right? Like your support can get you killed. Which has actually happened to FBI a couple times with Keith. But yeah, I mean, it just seems like individual AD carry misplays. Sven doesn't have to play well. C9 is carrying. And he is playing well, though. Like, just because his team is doing well doesn't mean that he is not playing well. Oh, the stun from Smoothie. He hit it. He hit that shit, dude. Smoothie hits those. Smoothie hits those. I like it. Spawn the Rift Herald. Okay, so they're going to take... So this is something that people need to learn. You take 2 or 3 plates because the Rift Herald damage is true damage. And the... Yeah, they can kill Smithy here. No, they can keep on going. Smoothie should go. No. Crown is griefing it or what? So you take plates before you take the Rift Herald because... Okay, Smoothie is dead, number 1. Smoothie's dead, number 1, but it doesn't matter. You can just leave him. Support lives don't actually matter. So, yeah, like you take plates beforehand because you want to guarantee that you get the true damage on the plates that have not as much resistance. Sorry, I was watching the fight, so it took me a while to get that point out, but yeah. 6A is just dead here. The Ornn rotates mid. He has no flash. There's nothing he can do. So the person that benefits the most from this is Ruin. So as you kill turret plates, the turret gets tankier. The resistances increase. So you'd rather have the true damage come in. Does he have a ward? Oh, he has no ward. He has no ward. He's dead. What is he doing, dude? What is Wiggly doing there? He has no ward. He has a Rift Herald, so he can't ward jump. Like, oh, man. Trash. Anyways. Yeah. I've been trying to make this point for like 3 minutes in a row. But essentially, you use the Rift Herald after you take the first 2.5 plates. That's just how it works.
They have made some positive plays, but the last couple ones have been all Immortals.
I mean, I don't know what Wiggly's doing, dude. He has no fucking ward to ward jump, and he has a Herald, so he can't ward jump there either. Like, this was just 3... Like, the Stixay death is kind of excusable because the Ornn rotated, and it's not like a purely bad death, right? Because they do get the kill on Stixay there, but Ruin got 2 plates top, so that's okay. Actually, he saw the Ornn, so maybe he should have, like, known to be further away. But, yeah, like, that's not a horrible death because at least you're getting something back. Like, you're getting kind of an even trade in terms of gold. But that fucking Wiggly death was just straight up int. Like, I don't know what the logic could be of walking into the Ornn because you know the Ornn is there because the Ornn just killed your mid lane. So why are you walking in? Like, what is the purpose?
He wasn't locked out until that landed. That could have been available. Maybe that would have changed things around. But here's the game state, critical difference.
And when we checked in last on the gold, it was actually Stixay, 700 gold up on Altac, and that has now swung around despite the fact that they won lane, they were up in farm.
Wait, and then he puts the Herald here. Now what? Maybe it was expiring? That's the only thing I can think about is it's expiring.
On the overdive, he also picks up the kill on Stixay in the mid lane, so
you were wrong about my boy Xmithy. Look at TL now. That doesn't mean I'm wrong about Xmithy. I also made my prediction that TL would be good when I didn't know that Broxah was not going to be playing for the first 3 weeks. We have not seen one game with their starting roster yet, so I don't know. You can fault me for my prediction of TL doing well this split. Also, like there was never a precedent set for like imports missing multiple weeks. Like Crown was here for the first week, Ruin was here for the first week. Core JJ is an import. He was here for the first week. Crown needs to ult the wave. Good. So they get first turret here, and they might get mid turret as well. This is fine from Crown. That's a fine death, by the way, because you got first turret top, and you're getting damage mid on the turret. That's a fine death. You're completely okay with that if you're CLG. it like feels bad to die like that, but it doesn't actually affect the game state that much. If I was him though, I wouldn't have used barrier. Like I don't think barrier stalls you that much time.
This rune has just been kind of parked up in that top.
So let's see how much they got off top turret here. So yeah, half of top turret. They finished off the top turret as well, and they got some damage mid as well. That's okay. You're okay with that if you're CLG?
Edge that he now has.
Do I think IMT has won all of their drafts?
Pick up to,
What?
make up.
I literally said I don't think they've won this draft. How could they have won all of their drafts if they didn't won this draft?
Alrighty.
And I've also like hard flamed their draft against C9.
More solo gold and look
Their draft against C9 I thought was really bad, right? Like they drafted Yasuo blind when Pantheon was up, and then he just got solo killed in lane.
second with a win here, and they are in
Yeah.
striking distance of making
Yeah, there's no world where I think that
When you take into consideration the cost
IMT's drafts have been good.
the scaling and team fighting prowess and ease of
Yeah, the Yasuo draft was horrible.
Immortals are in a great position right now. I think that they're honestly pretty heavily in the lead. All things considered,
It's C9.
Mountain Dragon more valuable than it would normally be for this squad too, because there's two real tanks. You have Leona and the Ornn, so they're getting a lot.
Don't you think he might have been able to trade one if he saved ult? Absolutely not. There's no way he trades one if he saves ult. The only way he can trade one is if he ults the wave and they have to dive and they actually have to walk in and tank the turret. If he saves ult and then he lets the wave crash and then Nautilus just walks up and autos him with Aftershock and tanks the turret, there's no way he kills the Nautilus.
gold away. You kick yourself and
Yeah, the Trundle versus no tanks, the first draft of the split, I thought was really horrible as well.
thank you, Michael Scott, for that one. And otherwise, it's a stun on the front line, and now the equalizer on the top looks pretty
Oh,
good.
okay.
Good cleanse by Altsec, and it forces a lot of flashes out. Layering
So they got a couple flashes. They got 2 flashes.
The flash off Xmithie.
Oh no, they got 1 flash and a cleanse. They didn't get that much there.
Ornn to clear out the way.
What is Wiggly doing? Okay.
This could be a really good re-engage. Ica, what he brings the
They just back off and farm sides if you're a CLG now.
I like the LT there a lot from Soaz. Pushes them back, helps to clear the wave. Wiggly gets poked low.
Soaz has always been a super good tank player. So it's really nice that he's on a tank right now.
The flash out from Smoothie.
Like they've started drafting more tanks for Soaz as well. They played Cho'Gath and Ornn, and he's good at both of those champions. He's really good at like playing weak side top. That's like Soaz's biggest strength in recent years. When he played with Fnatic in 2018, when they made it to World Finals, earlier in the year, he was essentially the dedicated tank player. And Bwipo, when he wasn't playing AD carry because Reckless like took a break because AD carries became shit for a little bit, Bwipo was the dedicated like carry player. So he would play like Swain top, Victor top, all that shit. And then anytime they wanted to draft Sion or something, they would put in Soaz.
Yeah, when you look at the fact that they're actually going to be able to grab the Ocean Dragon here too, becomes a pretty nice
Dedicated?
for CLG.
I'm pretty sure I said dedicated. I don't think I said dedicated.
We'll see how much Immortals can get on this. They are pushing in top lane, so maybe going to be able to drop the Rift Herald there. But you know, Immortals actually on a reset after that Rift Herald, they lose the mid lane turret too, so losing a lot in this last 2 minutes.
Okay, so look at this now.
Dedicated WOM? What?
That means we are only at the 1,000 gold difference, 19 minutes into the game.
I said dedicated WOM?
CLG, we go towards Therapy Rift with the nice extra flowers.
WOM? What was I saying for WOM?
3 versus 2 is safe enough for CLG as Flame Spitter knocks down most of his minions.
Wait, can somebody clip it? I don't even remember saying this.
Falling, so can't fault them too much for that one. But look, again, it looked like they were slightly out of range on the local gold, but I think my eyes were tricking me there.
Yeah, pretty much dead even as far as the gold does. go.
Wham.
Now though, there's the one dragon advantage for CLG. The Ornn upgrades now coming in.
What?
For Ornn, a tremendous amount of value in Sunfire plus Abyssal. Those are the 2 most valuable as far as just the raw additional stats you will get from these items.
I said dedicated WOM? Oh, whatever. Guess I misspoke.
Yeah, but we'll see where else his teammates are going to go as far as the items to be built that can be upgraded first. You know, I'm looking immediately at
My bad for misspeaking, guys. I'll try to be more cautious of my pronunciation. I'm just trying to talk like kind of fast. Okay, so CLG should be able to win the next team fight. No flash on Xmithie, and Xmithie's really far behind. This is like the point of the game where I feel like Elise is so hard to play. You offer almost nothing to a team fight, and they didn't really get anything off the Elise pick.
Still this tight game, 500 gold difference, and if you count Ornn items as gold, the Immortals are technically winning in inventory. What if this is basic? What if they land this?
Okay, that should be a... Oh, okay.
Flash away.
Damn, he got out of that quick.
Knew he had to be reclaimed.
Legend Tenacity.
This is a great ultimate from Smoothie.
That's Legend Tenacity right there from the Azir. Or else he's just dead.
Now completed for Smoothie, so he's going to be very, very tanky if it does come to that 5v5. If you can get in the lock up, have your W on, and that stone
All right, so
so damn hard to kill until
the Spirit Visage from Aatrox here. I think this is kind of smart if he's planning on splitting a decent amount because there is so much magic damage from IMT. Normally you'd still see people go Death Dance, but I guess his mentality here is like, hey, they have so much magic damage, getting resistances is too effective that me going the most standard build is actually inferior to just getting a Spirit Visage because Spirit Visage is so good into the enemy team comp.
towards that top side, and they do have really good Baron damage. So that's something that CLG is always going to have to be
Mercury Treads? He didn't have Mercury Treads. He just had the magical footwear boots at the time. He had Legend Tenacity, that's how he lived.
area is basically only their wards.
I feel like actually that could have been snuffed. Now that's a bold call. I'm not saying they should have.
Check Yamato Cannon tweet.
Ever did anything to recheck on that top of the pit unless there's a ward I'm missing, but
No, there's
realistically,
nothing in there.
that theoretically just could have been a sneak out of nowhere. And just to kind of, you know,
counts
symbolize
a
the
little
point
bit,
you made.
Dedicated.
Yeah, it is definitely possible. Anytime
That's
someone's here
okay.
alone,
I'm not gonna watch that video right now, obviously, because we're in the middle of a co-stream. But I'll probably watch it after. We can watch it after, maybe with the chat.
now has been completed. Double Ornn upgrade is completed. So that's many thousands of gold of additional.
Was it blind ult too? They didn't have vision. Yeah, but they saw him walk in.
The Infinity
It was still a good ult from Smoothie though. I'm not saying it's a bad ult or anything. Okay, so
so quite powerful. And when you take that into consideration,
damn, this is kind of because Ruin wants to be bot. Like he feels like he needs to come contest vision with his team, or they're just gonna get choked out. So Ornn just pretty much wasted ult. I think that they should be looking for something here. Rumble's flanking from top side. I think you can walk forward. I think CLG should be looking to take the fight, but Crown is kind of trolling here. They get the free kill on Soaz, but it's going to be traded for Crown. Ica might die as well, though. Ica has no flash. Ica has no flash. He can die here. Oh, good from Smoothie. He canceled the E there. He canceled the E, but damn, Leona getting both kills is really unfortunate. CLG should just look to push mid here. Shouldn't go towards Baron. Should push mid and then try to push out the sides and then try to probably get the Ocean Drag here. They can't really pressure Baron, but they should definitely get the mid tier too, at least. So who flashed there? Soaz flashed.
yes, they did lose Crown, but
Soaz flashed and Crown flashed. I think that's it.
Immortals, and it was the initial engage for that.
Maybe Soaz or maybe Smoothie flashed as well.
Then it is the slow retreat. Ruin comes in, and Soaz splits up from the team.
Crown needed to like be way slower here on the top side.
And then the Infernal Chains here, that I think is where you need to kind of flash over the wall early. He waits, gets locked down.
Oh, and then Leeson just died for free? What happened?
Immortals as Wiggly died and
Dude, Wiggly just gets caught for no reason over and over. Like, I don't understand how he keeps on getting caught. Like, I swear to God, CLG should be winning this game. But the 2 times Wiggly has inted, they've lost so much tempo
now here are going to
for no reason. And the dragon here would have been really nice for CLG. If Wiggly doesn't get caught here, they get third ocean, most likely, because they have control of the map because they won the last fight. They get the third ocean, and then they open up the Ocean Soul win condition 5 minutes later into the game. So now they're not going to have that win condition anymore. Like, it's going to come down to, like, more and more team fights.
Pretty reckless game in the mid game.
Yeah, I think that this has been pretty fucking bad from Wiggly, this game. I haven't seen much to be proud of if I was, like, Lisa in here.
I think it is the most powerful.
I wouldn't say no reason. The reason is that he's bad. Yeah, I mean that there's, like, no reasonable, like, yeah. I mean that there's not a reasonable explanation for why you should be there. Besides for being bad.
Feels like it's much more than the Mountain Soul.
Oh, man, what is this CSing from Stixay? What the fuck was that?
And especially when I've been fighting against
Come on, man.
always
You can surely get more of those, right?
Ornn,
You really can get that cannon, I swear.
right? You're not going to 100-0 this character. He's going to have the Ocean Soul ticking for that health constantly throughout the fight, and it just makes it so you take so damn long to punch through that front line that any sort of reasonable play from carries usually wins you the fight.
Did Jensen just tweet again? If it's the same one, the sad and frustrating one,
Bit less respectful of the possibility of
I'm going to ignore.
through though. You do want to see Merlin Hamilton halves the value of a soul in any reasonable situation.
Oh, this is so sad and frustrating. I already like that tweet, bro.
Fine. We'll see if that comes through later on, though. Still, neither team is close to it.
Up 30 CS.
Quite a long way.
Yeah, I mean, Altek actually ended up getting. They did win lane, so Stixay and Smoothie won lane, but Altek ended up like roaming for like a bunch of free kills. He walked bot to get the Leona kill, and they're diving the turret. Yeah, this is not a good play from IMT. They're never gonna kill this Aatrox. You never kill this Aatrox here. This is such a bad play from IMT. They should never do this. They never kill the Aatrox. They never kill the Aatrox, bro. You're sending 2 magic damage dealing champions to try to chase this Aatrox that has Spirit Visage. And the 2 magic damage champions have no healing reduction. They have no healing reduction on their team. And they, yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Smoothie has to be careful. So Wiggly should try to kick out Xmithy here. So Orange CPing, they have to get off this Baron and fight. Oh, actually, no. They should finish. They should have finished there. It's at 2K. They should have had Smoothie zone and they should finish. 100%. That's really bad coordination from CLG. That 100% should be a finish call. And Ica's just running it. I think they should have 100% finished that there. You had Leona zoning, and you saw Elise, because they have a ward over the wall, so they see Elise going around the side and playing for the fight, and they know Elise has no flash. And the Baron's at 2k health. I think you can just finish that Baron. Why is Aatrox so common in pro play? Because it's a very good blind pickable mid laner on blue side. Alright, here, let's watch it again. I think in this situation, okay, when you see Xmithy locked up by Smoothie, you can just have the rest of the team finish Baron and then run. I really think that you can finish that. It's so low, dude. It's such a low Baron there.
Good kick from Wiggly to knock multiple tanky members through each other. You know, pretty good damage there, but yeah.
Ike is horrible. He should have got solo killed in lane. Crowd just let him live for no reason. Crowd's been playing really bad as well.
We are seeing though a little bit of a preview of why it can be so difficult for CLG to fight against Immortals.
How is Ike on a team? Because he is French. That is why he's on this team.
Scorch, Comet, Leandries. That's a lot on the end for just single E. And now we're 90 seconds from the next Ocean Drake. It's not soul free the squad, but feels like pushing towards that. This is one of those points where the soul might determine who wins the game.
Yeah, it really could. And this free item kind of power spike, when that is hit by Altec and Ica, who are closing in on that, I really do think that they have kind of officially outscaled at that point. I really do give them heavily an edge.
Yeah, there's no threat of a spike steal because of the place Elise is positioned. So I know that like coming in, the original call is going to be to turn. Like when you're prepping for it ahead of time, right? You're going to be like, yo, like if they come in, we're turning. But really good teams, if you watch really good teams play, they're better at adapting to situations. So it's like that should be the mentality if it's going to be a 50-50. But when it becomes the situation where like, hey, man, we got it down to like 2.5k life, and they have no way for the Elise to actually get in. We have a Leona zoning him. He has no flash because they just know that they just saw him burn it in the mid lane. When you get to that point, I think that you just fucking decide to finish the Baron. You have to be able to like situationally analyze where they're positioning, and in reality, what happened was IMT fucked up. So IMT fucks up, you get a free Baron, and then you run.
You wouldn't take this. Doesn't have any energy. Takes it actually. Okay. Wiggly, what did you do there? What did you do there? I'm not happy about that play. Cocoon's gonna land. They don't even kill the ward. Smoothie gotta be careful.
It's gonna be only on Leona. This is fine for CLG. CLG should win this. CLG should win this fight really hard. So Ruin just needs to run back to his team and stall time. Xmithy should probably die here. Never mind. Alright, Ocean Drag is up. They can go for Baron here, though. I don't know. I think Baron is kind of risky. I think they should just take Ocean and just chill. They weren't able to kill Xmithy there for some reason. Oh, they get the flank here. Okay, just get Ocean. Just get Ocean and open up the win condition. I mean, I really think that CLG is the better team comp here. I really think CLG is the better team comp. Like, when you see them group up, it doesn't feel like IMT has any win condition for the fight. Like, how can CLG win a fight here? Or how can IMT win a fight here? Sorry, I misspoke. I meant CLG's team composition just seems to outclass IMT's.
And unfortunately, it didn't go through, but we still got a very tight game. CLG on soul point. 1500 gold lead. Watch that fight yet again.
Yeah, so this is one more time, right?
So Xmithy gets his Zanya's off here, which is pretty clutch.
Smoothie, the only one hit by the Ornn ultimate. Not a great Ornn ult from Soaz. Then the bullet time layered with the equalizer in this tight corridor.
I think Wiggly there, instead of kicking back the, I think he kick flashed the Ornn. I think he should be trying to kill the jungler there. I think the Ornn is probably going to die no matter what, because Ornn has no flash, and if they kill the jungler, it opens up the Baron. Yeah, Ornn items are coming online, but the only one he can make right now, well, he can't do anything for Ica until Ica gets his death cap. So, Yeah, and there's no locket for Nautilus, so it's gonna be a while before he can upgrade anything else.
Carries a finish, their third big BF sword item. So huge
Yeah, I think Soaz's
down the line. 3 major items done for Ruin.
ult there was pretty bad because it was only the Leona that he could hit, and if you engage on Leona in this team comp with Ornult, and yeah, you just open up getting womboed. The whole team has to collapse in. They have to funnel in to try to hit the Rumble, or to try to hit the Leona, and then the Rumble ult is just gonna come down and shit on you.
Bullet time. They go for the play into Smithy. Did have flash, but there's the slow. There is the ult over the top, and there's the flash.
Okay, they get his flash. Ruin, you should not do this. Ruin, they just built a turret. Chill the fuck out. Go back bot, motherfucker. Go back bot. Run your ass back bot.
Back up. It's going to be about a minute still for bullet time.
Again, so much of the
I don't think that IMT can really force Baron here. I mean, they have Azir, which does the Baron well, but
up now on Soaz.
yeah, I mean, I think that having like the Rumble ult is actually pretty good. And also CLG has a ward on Baron, so they know they don't have to walk in here.
Rush.
So IMT is gonna go and clear out the ward, and now with them clearing out the ward and starting Baron,
Now they have vision of this
CLG has to get in there because this Baron dies fast.
incredibly risky.
Low is markings. Smoothie walks to the front. Here comes Warren.
on the
Healing right
flank.
back. Ruin's
Rune has a really good flank here.
gets the bit of damage to his
He just needs to run though. He just needs to run. He's got a flank, but he's just got to run.
to the top now as well. Big damage, big stun to the backside. Ruin stopwatch, but he doesn't have a good
He has
plan.
E.
Takes another route. Has to run back, but he's so low on health. Jumps over the wall. He's a shield to stay.
Oh, and Smithy's down. That's big. That's big. That's big.
CLG would stand that battle. And if
So, and this is really good because the only person that's low on CLG is Rune, and he has TP. So they should just be able to get a free Baron off this. This should just be free Baron for them.
And here comes the TP. They're going for the play, CLG.
Yeah, they are starting this up. I'm not sure if Soaz has a smite available with the spellbook. If he can swap over to that.
Well, he can't trade out the exhaust. So the only thing that he could spellbook is the flash.
Back it up.
So yeah, I mean, this is just bad for IMT. Like if he changes the flash to smite, then he can't get into the pit. So there's no way that you can consider a smite steal there.
Counter Logic Gaming had a 0-4 start to the league and looking like a 2-0 weekend. We watched that fight yet again.
And a lot of this really is about the pressure that Ruin creates, right? This is this guy that they've been putting so many resources into, spending so much time in the side lane. As a result, he's level 18 and incredibly tanky. He buys so much time with that stopwatch and
The heal and then the shield because his death dance is hitting him.
allowed 6A to get time to run all the way around that outside.
Solid, solid. All right, so the Ocean Soul win condition is now up. Ocean Soul is really good for CLG's comp because IMT doesn't have like super high burst. Like sure, if they like suddenly if like they get a 4-man Ornult into a 4-man Nautilus ult and everyone on CLG's like clumped on top of each other, maybe they could wipe them quickly. But generally speaking, these fights have been pretty drawn out. Like it's normally IMT that has to run away from the CLG wombo combo because if you funnel in to Lee Sin kick with bullet time, solar flare, and equalizer as IMT, you're just gonna fucking die. Like that's just gonna murder your entire team. So the Ocean Soul just is so valuable because once you get in combat, it's gonna be so hard for them to take out all these players. And also Ruin just picked up a GA, so now he's gonna be able to stall for even longer on the front line. And the only champion that can really kill him is the Xayah. Xayah is the only person that can kill him right now. With his build. I mean, sure, given time, Azir could kill him, but he has Merc Treads, he has MR runes, most likely. He has Spear Visage. It's probably going to be a decent amount of time to burst through him. Also, yeah, from Azir, there's no healing reduction. He doesn't have his death cap yet. He doesn't do that much damage right now. They can collapse and kill them here. CLG has no flash for Ruin, though. So Ruin's getting a free turret. Ocean Soul's in 23 seconds. That's a huge win condition for CLG. So IMT probably has to contest this. And if I had to guess how these fights normally go, right now in LCS, it seems like the team that's losing here normally feels like they need to over-contest it, and then they just lose the fight and end up losing the game, and the soul doesn't even matter. But we'll see. Maybe this won't happen. Maybe IMT has a better way of approaching it. So CLG should just start the dragon immediately. They should just be hitting dragon, which they are. And IMT's just giving it up, which I think is actually smarter than what most of the other teams have been doing, which is just like choosing to lose the game.
Such a sick play though. Do they get them separated? Is this somehow the big play? They're going for the push on the mid, and it's going to be another recall stop though. Smoothie. To be fair,
I mean, Smoothie's probably going to die here,
elsewhere as they
if I'm being honest. He has flash, though.
flash to get away, puts on the shield. They're going to run it down as best they
He has to flash over this. I don't even know if you flash here if you're Smoothie.
slow him down. The knockups are there. Smoothie.
He's got Ocean Soul.
Yeah, he's tanky, but they're going to find the re-engage. They ult for damage.
I don't think it's even worth flashing there. The Ocean Soul, though.
Okay. The
Cap.
kill's picked up, but that-
Nah, dude, I don't know about that. Also, Ruin's items, man. He's so far behind. But it's fine. I mean, Rumble doesn't really need Rumble just needs levels. Items don't matter too much. Like Rumble's AP ratios are decent, but they're not like super insane, which is why the build is always like penetration. It's always Leandri's, Morello, Void, like that type of shit.
But in this case, even with just Crown getting back to base, he can equalize the wave if it's ever threatening. You know, there was no Baron buff on Immortals side, so now you've given over Ocean Soul. Yes, the Baron buff has expired,
Rumble's items? Wait, what did I say?
How Immortals have been playing out these last couple team fights,
Why are people saying Crown? What?
gonna have enough actual damage.
Oh, I meant Rumble. I don't know. Maybe I said the wrong person because everyone's question marking me. If I say something wrong, just try to figure out what I'm saying, and you might be able to do it better than like if you're super critical about every word. Why did Ornn upgrade the Elise over the Azir? Because the Elise had an upgradable item and Azir didn't.
A Mountain Soul, it's about 5 seconds of in-combat time, makes it equal. But I do want to highlight that Altec has picked up Executioner's Calling, and that's a pretty important factor. So if he managed to hit the right targets, okay, now it takes 8 seconds, 9 seconds to equal to Mountain Soul.
You said Ruin instead of Crown? Yeah, but I'm like talking about Rumble's AP ratios. So if I say Ruin and then I'm talking about AP ratios and I'm talking about Rumble, it should be pretty easy to like figure it out if you're like an intelligent human being. Or even if you're not intelligent, I think you could probably still figure it out. Maybe not though.
Triple Ocean Dragon, so that's going to be even more regen on top, and it is very difficult to have Executioners applied across the whole squad at the same time. But we will see. You know, there is possibilities of
Like context should like make it decently obvious.
against Soul. You will not be killing them at all.
Yep, it adds up, especially as you mentioned, the missing health heal remains in combat this season. And if the fight
All right, so they have Ocean Soul. Ocean Soul should be really good for fights. They're probably gonna wait for the next Baron and then just try to get the next Baron and try to push off the next Baron. So they use the last Baron to get Ocean Soul. I think that's fine. Should be decent in combat regen. I mean, you saw how long it took to take down Leona in that last fight. Probably gonna see a similar type of thing right now.
And 4 essentially melee champions. Yeah, well, 4 just pure melee champions. So
If you're gonna do commentary, that's lame of you to say that. I don't think that that's lame. I think that like if I'm doing commentary, expecting me to never misspeak once is like pretty fucking lame. I think that that's even more lame than potentially misspeaking. Like I hear casters misspeak all the time. Like I don't know. I don't think you should hold me to such a high standard where you can be like, oh, you should never misspeak. And if I do misspeak, like you should also be able to like try to figure out what I'm saying. What the fuck is Crown CS? I mean, Crown has been grouping with the team as Ornn has, and Ike has been catching the side lane CS. So you should be comparing the Azir CS to the Aatrox CS and the Ornn CS to the Rumble CS.
Okay, Baron, in 8 seconds, and CLG says this is the objective that wins us the game, and they are poised to do so. A 4,000 gold lead, they've shot, they've got the soul.
All right, so now they're just forcing IMT to come to them, and they should be able to win this fight. Also, they should have swept this, though. So Ruin is really, really strong here, and Ica is fucking dead. Oh, they're getting fucking perpetually bounced. Ica has no E. Ica has no E. They can just run. They can just run at him. And Ica's half. That's fine. Go back and hit Baron. They only used Rumble ult. They used Solar Flare too. They have to catch mid wave, and then they have to go back to Baron.
The ability for them to just continuously go back to this Baron. They're gonna have Ruin just push out this wave, and unless there's a lot of focus on him, you're not gonna be able to just poke him down whatsoever. So CLG are gonna look to try to have these.
So CLG, I guess they want to wait for the Rumble ult because it's so short cooldown at this point.
Is able to hold on to his teleport also, which is a pretty big deal.
I mean, overall though, like CLG should feel really confident. I feel like they're playing more scared than they have to when they have Ocean Soul here. Like they have a great amount of in combat regen. There's no mid wave for a while, so they should be okay here. They should just be willing to fight. Like I don't know why they're so scared of fighting. Like they should be hitting Baron. They should be like trying to accelerate this situation. This is a naturally winning situation. And Rumble has ult here again, so they can just turn with their ultis. Yeah, just fight them. Just fight them. Literally CLG, just fucking fight them. Literally fight them. You win the fight so hard. Here's the fight. Look at how hard they win. Look at how hard they win. Hakuho's dead. Zaya's ending the game though, kind of. Oh, they're going for the end. Oh god, dude. They literally are just losing the game or what? They lost. This is such a bad way to lose, bro. This is the worst way to ever lose a game. How did they lose this, dude? They actually are just trolling so hard, bro. They didn't push the wave mid before they went. That is such a bad way to fucking win. I guess CLG lose. But I mean, CLG definitely, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. CLG won the draft, and they were like, they were in such an advantaged position in that game, and then they just threw the game for no reason. That's so crazy. Damn. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, that's just like, I don't even know how you can even predict that. Like, that's just being such a bad team there. Like, they just let the other team run it down mid and end? I guess. Shit, I guess I was wrong with my prediction. It felt like to me that they should just win that game 100 times out of 100, but I guess I was wrong. I'm 5-5 on the week. Post big ban, I'm 5-5 as well. Damn. I am really surprised CLG lost that, actually. I am super surprised. I don't know how I lost that pick ban prediction. Like, that's really bad post pick ban predictions, right? I just don't know how CLG can lose with that draft. Like, okay, maybe I need to reconsider how I'm viewing, like, these drafts. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, how do you lose that game? Like, I guess that can happen in any game, though, right? Like, can that just happen in any game? Does that have anything to do with pick ban, or is that just something that can happen in literally any game if you're bad enough? Got to calculate execution into it? Yeah, I did calculate execution into it. I think CLG's comp is easier to execute, and I think it's just better. Like, they didn't win a fight to win the game. They didn't, and they don't win split there. So how do they lose the game? Dude, it's so crazy because my LEC predictions are like so good, but my LCS predictions are so bad. But I feel like I know more about LCS. I don't even know, man. That feels so bad. That feels so bad that I was wrong there.
Guaranteed first blood solo kill after Ica's mistake. And, he's sitting at 245 CS, 3 items in a 40-plus minute game where people are multiple items ahead of him.
Yep. Well, as it stands, though, it is a loss for CLG and a well-deserved win for Immortals off that late game shot calling.
Like, I guess it's just a coin flip. Like, there's no way you can predict. Post pick ban.
Thank you so much, Smithy. I literally stepped away from that game, get a drink of water, and then it's over. What on earth happened?
They got Baron, they got Ocean Soul. They were like winning so hard. Like, I don't get it, dude. I literally just don't understand.
But Paul and
like LEC, it feels like I always know what team is gonna win based off draft, and then LCS, like I feel like I apply the same logic and reasoning, and then it's like they lose in such weird ways that I would never predict. Also, holy shit, the viewership is bad for this. What the fuck? 44K on an LCS game. I think this is the lowest viewership I've ever seen for LCS.
I mean, specifically that play, like Paul said, there's like to keep pushing mid, and then we tried to stop as much as we can, and yeah, hopefully it paid out pretty well.
I guess you have to weigh in teams' decision-making skills. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't like know that. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I always like being in like a new team atmosphere. I'm not new to like being in a new team. I've been like in quite a lot of teams actually. This team in particularly is like we're more chill than maybe most of the teams I've been in, and it's pretty fun so far.
And you mentioned, of course, your new European teammates, Ica and Soas. What's it been like playing with?
It just feels like, I don't know, man. It feels, I don't know.
Like yourself in the top lane.
I mean, I'm disappointed in myself for predicting wrong post-draft, obviously. Like, I think I should be getting post-draft way higher. Like, having 50% post-draft prediction on the week is really terrible. I was wrong on both of these games today. I mean, I guess I just have to be more, like, emotional with my pick. Oh, God, that sounds so stupid to say. I guess I have to be more, like, willing to just be like, oh, this team is shit. Like, double lift pick Senna, so, like, nothing else matters. They just lose. That's such a weird way to do it, though.
The momentum can continue for Immortals?
Yeah, hopefully.
That's such a weird thing to do. Be like, oh, well, regardless of, like, all the pick bans and the interactions between the team comps and everything, double lift pick Senna, so they just auto-lose. Like, why would it? Oh, man. I don't know, man.
Thank you, Pastry. Welcome to the Bud Light Breakdown, where we wrap up our LCS week. And I'm mad because I had all these points ready about CLG. I said this, and this is what happened. And then Smithy and the rest of Immortals took that, went to the Nexus, and said, boom.
Yeah, those last 30 seconds was a big game changer. Ruined pretty much everything.
Yeah, and I have to point out, I'm not sure.
Like, this is the fight that, wait, like, so what happened with the mid wave here? Why didn't they push mid before they did this? Also, like, dude, they can force them all the fucking way out of mid. Like, this is so retarded from CLG. They can literally walk up, push their wave to, like, the fucking inhib turret, dude. They literally don't have to fucking worry about a fight at all. Like, any fight that breaks out, they should win at this point.
No one defending as he stopped the TP from Room from going through. And he did it, and he had to avoid the rumble. He flashed into the brush, saw the rumble, and kind of, like, shot it to the side.
Which is kind of goofy, because I was like, all right, Immortals win conditions got to be Smithy. I did say early game.
I guess you're right.
But, so this is a little bit, I'm half predicting, giving myself credit for it. It was Smithy who kind of closed it with that cocoon, but yeah, that call, I appreciate it a lot, because I think they realize, like, they have Ocean Soul, we can't really fight this right now.
Yeah, but, like, if the other team has Ocean Soul, like, okay, so you can't ever fight it.
Keep them busy.
So why doesn't the other team use that to their advantage? What?
I don't know how you predicted anything like that.
That's how I saw it going down.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're thinking, right?
Oh yeah, totally. And we are gonna get the predictions in just a second. Where
What are their predictions like? I'm 5-5 on the week, bro. What are their predictions?
Because as we noted at the beginning of the day, Cloud9
Jesus
still
Christ,
undefeated
dude.
there at the top, but CLG now won.
You have
in
Aatrox
five.
with full MR versus triple AP topside.
The 10 Thought series that Keen Lom writes, and he claims that
I don't
this
know.
was
Man, I don't know how you ever win.
week for CLG, and much
I don't think it's a good
earlier
call.
than usually going to
I literally don't
be
think it's a
so-
possible call. I think that call is impossible to make.
I
Because you can never get control over the mid wave. So how can you even make that call? Like, what could you possibly even, like, prep for? Like, how do you even make that call? It's not a possible, it's not a thing. You literally cannot get control of mid in that game. Like,
but some of the names down
I don't
there
know,
are
man.
insane
Yeah,
to
you gotta
me.
remember, Team Liquid's one of those bottom teams. So if you're
They
expecting,
needed
like,
Smithy. It was
Yeah.
all Smithy. He's
it was all
4-2.
Smithy, but yeah, that's gonna be one of the teams that they.
I think
have
Immortals
expecting
is
if
still
they
pretty
wanna
fucking
make
bad,
the
though.
playoffs. So
I don't
assume
know,
Team
man.
Liquid's at the
I just
bottom,
don't
and
see
I
them being
think
good. Like,
they're gonna be climbing.
Crown can
They
just
got
solo
the
kill
character
Ica in the
to
mid lane, like,
figure it right this time,
Jesus
but
Christ.
Yeah, I think this was a must-win, but I think next week it's. I don't think they have many chances to go 1-1 or 0-2 anymore.
And as far as the predictions go, well, I will say nobody here
I was
at the desk ended up getting the first portion of it right. But the second one, it was a bit split here. You did think that CLG was going to come through as far as any of the
So did I.
positive things that they could maybe be bringing through into the next weeks.
Who thought that they were gonna get backdoored? Come on, guys. Like, all right, so Crown stepped up a little bit this game. I was a lot happier with him. I know we've seen a couple Rumble fumbles today with Mr. Jansen, but Crown has actually, like,
I don't know,
performing
man.
really well in lane. He
I don't
played
even know what
better,
to say.
A little less aggressive than I would have liked, but
Maybe I'll
he
rewatch
forced,
the
like,
games.
Iced's flash by himself without
Because,
any
like,
jungle help
I
or
just
anything like
don't
that, so
even
I like
know
Crown's
what is going
play
on.
in lane and
Like,
out of lane.
how do you lose from that position? Like, it seems literally unlosable to me.
Overall, they were more on the same page. There were still some fumbles, even in the early mid game, where people were going in after a fight was probably already over. But the fact that they are still staying proactive is really impressive to me. After,
But I mean, the thing is, like, when I think about CLG and IMT, I don't think that IMT is, like, a really smart team or anything.
With our Monday Night League
So, like,
matches in the
I
books,
don't
let's
know.
go ahead and take
It
a
just
look at
feels like a
what
coin
LCS
flip.
has in store for us as it returns on Saturday. Now we hopefully get the premiere of Broxa on Team Liquid as they face off against Immortals.
Interesting.
That is the claim currently. And then we also have a very interesting match coming up between Cloud9 versus TSM. I may have to just kind of
Check Yamato's tweet.
because there's some very important things.
I don't want to watch that thing now.
If you look at
That
TSM
shit made me
Cloud9
depressed.
in week
Being
1,
5-5 on the
now
week
looking
with
at the
predictions,
matchup coming in
post-pick ban made me fucking
I
depressed.
think Cloud9 is going to be favored for this matchup, but TSM coming off of a 2-0 week like this, they're looking a lot better. So I'm kind of excited to see what it looks like. It's got to be at least a good game for sure. It's not going to be a stomp, I don't think, but I would still favor Cloud9.
I would hope it's not as much of a stomp because I do want to see some more competition against Cloud9 and people rising up to their level. But I think the Sven matchup is just the most interesting one because he's been doing so well. On the one hand, he wants to preserve his KDA to set
Is he
the
gonna die
record.
once, though?
I don't know. I don't want him to. I want
him to die?
No. But it is really interesting that he gets to go up against his former team now.
And speaking of Sven, who was our MasterCard Player of the Week last week, it's time to reveal who our MasterCard Player of the Week is this week, in which we are honoring, what do you know, another C9 player in Blabber.
I mean, yeah, I don't think this is a big surprise. He had a lot of really big plays this weekend. Like, the most notable one is The one next to Harold. We're
Yeah.
gonna see that in a bit.
It'll be in there hopefully somewhere. He's also
All right.
dominating leaderboard
Well,
stats.
that's gonna be it. I'm gonna try to go to sleep and then stream early tomorrow. But that's gonna be it for Monday Night League for me.
Kill participation.
And yeah, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow morning, and then we have face check at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So face check 9 a.m. and then I'll probably come back after that to stream some Magic, and then the day after that is the Crackdown with perks. So that's the content we have coming up. That's the content we have coming up. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
I feel like every single player has noted their individual play within their role.